Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Seasonal deep clean, small steps and big results. Let me start with this. A deep clean does not have to mean pulling everything out, getting on your hands and knees, and spending an entire weekend exhausted. Here's what I mean. A few small and smart steps can make a big difference in safety, comfort, and peace of mind, especially as we get older. Today I'm going to show you how seasonal deep cleaning can actually make your home safer, easier to live in, and less stressful. And I'll walk you through simple ways to do it without overdoing it. And if we haven't met before, I'm Robin Schultz, a senior home safety specialist, and for years I've helped older adults and families make homes safer without turning life upside down. So this comes straight from real homes and real people, including mine. All right, let's get into it. When most people hear the words seasonal deep clean, they cringe and they're thinking big jobs, heavy lifting, long checklists. And honestly, that is why it doesn't get done. But I want you to flip that thinking. Seasonal deep cleaning is not about perfection. It's about prevention. Every season brings new safety risks. Winter brings clutter and bulky items. Spring brings dust and allergies. Summer brings heat and humidity. And fall brings poor lighting and tripping hazards. So instead of doing everything at once, we want to look at one area at a time. Let's start with walkways and floors. This is one of the biggest fall risk areas I see. Over time, stuff creeps in. Shoes and bags and stacks of mail and rugs that shift around. So here's your small step for today. Clear one main walking path. Just one. From the bedroom to the bathroom or from the living room to the kitchen. Move anything that doesn't belong there. Tighten loose rugs or remove them entirely. Wipe the floor so you can see if it's slick or uneven. That's it. That one step alone can reduce the risk of falls more than you might realize. Now let's talk about lighting. Seasonal light changes matter. In winter, days are shorter, and in summer, glare can be an issue. So here's a simple deep clean task about lighting. Clean your light fixtures and lampshades. Dust reduces brightness more than people expect. Wipe bulbs when they're cool and replace any bulbs that are dim or flickering. While you're doing that, ask yourself one question. Can I clearly see where I'm walking at night? If the answer is no, add a night light. That's not a big project. It's a smart one, though. Now let's move into the kitchen. This is where I always tell people to think of safety first, not sparkle. Seasonal deep cleaning here means checking what you use most. Pull out one drawer, just one. Get rid of broken tools and dull knives and gadgets you never use. Wipe the drawer clean. Put the most used items in the front so you don't have to dig around or reach for them. Check expiration dates, especially on medications that are stored nearby or on supplements and pantry items. Expired items are not just wasteful, they can be dangerous. Doing this is a small step, but it has a big result. If you only chose one drawer, go back and do a second drawer again tomorrow or the next day. Same with clearing that main walking path we talked about earlier. Just doing one here and there every couple of days, eventually you'll have a big job that gets done. Alrighty, let's talk about the bathroom next. Bathrooms change with the seasons too, believe it or not. Humidity builds up and soap scum sneaks in and grab bars loosen over time. So your seasonal check for this is to give your grab bars and towel bars a gentle tug. If they move, it's a safety issue, so fix it or get help fixing it. Clean the floor in the tub with non-slip products and check your bath mats. If they're starting to slide, replace them. You don't need to remodel the bathroom to make it safer. You just need to notice what's changed since last season. All right, moving on to the bedroom. This is a big one. Seasonal deep cleaning here is about the ease of movement. Change the bedding for the season so it's not too heavy or too light. Clear the floor around the bed and make sure the path to the bathroom is clear and well lit. And here's something people often forget, and that is check the height of the bed. If it's beginning to feel harder to get in or get out of than it did last season, well, that is worth paying attention to. And that is not weakness. That's information that will allow you to make things a little easier and safer. And I want to touch also on storage areas. Closets, cabinets, and shelves tend to slowly become unsafe. Items creep higher, heavier things end up overhead, so your small step here is simple. Bring frequently used items down to waist height or shoulder height. If you have to reach and stretch and use a stool, rethink about where that item is living. This one change can prevent a serious fall. And as long as we're talking about bathroom, let's talk about cleaning supplies. Seasonal deep cleaning is the perfect time to simplify. Strong chemicals, slippery sprays, and cluttered under-sink cabinets can be risky. Choose easy grip bottles if possible. Store products where you don't have to kneel or bend too far to retrieve them. And never mix products even when cleaning, especially when cleaning. Simple is always safer. And finally, I want to talk about pacing. Again, you do not need to do this all in one day. In fact, I don't want you to. Pick one area a week, or pick even one task per day. Set a timer for 15 minutes. When the timer goes off, stop what you're doing. Seasonal deep cleaning should leave you feeling accomplished, not exhausted. And here's the big takeaway I want you to remember. Safety does not come from big renovations. It comes from small and consistent habits. When you clean with intention, you're not just tidying your home, you're protecting your independence. You're making daily life easier, and you're reducing stress for yourself and the people who care about you. That's a pretty big result from pretty small steps, right? So thanks for joining me today. Please share this episode with someone you care about who could use the information to make their life safer. You'll find more resources for seniors and caregivers on our website at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're searching for an aging-in-place specialist, please visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. Then come back tomorrow for another daily moment of guidance and encouragement, right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or to this podcast yet, go ahead and do that right now. Until next time, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.